Bookmas Day 11 is here and we're doing our final Christmas shop of the year, which is crazy. There will be a bookstore visit, which will be my last one before Christmas as well. I would say the last one before New Year, but actually I adore going to Waterstones on Boxing Day. Like, it's my personal little tradition. So it won't be my last one of the year. But I've got a few more things to pick up for the kids, a few more things to pick up for extended family, and then I also have teacher presents to do. Something I like to do every year is pick up one of my favourite reads of the year, usually my top book, to give to them. However, my top book of the year this year, as it stands, is Sunrise on the Reaping, and I feel like that's too popular in the sense of I reckon they would have already read it. So summer just gone, I gave them a copy of Butter because I had interviewed the author and had a whole bunch of spare copies, so I didn't actually need to buy them. And I actually had one teacher come up and be like, that was such a thoughtful gift. I read it on my holidays and I absolutely loved it. It's my kind of book. So that made me feel really good about myself. And then the last Christmas, I did Blood Over Brighthaven, which is probably a bit of a dark book to gift to your primary school age teachers. But they're adults and it is what it is. So I don't actually know what book I'm going to go for. I need to go through my Goodreads list again. I usually like to do something that's a little bit on the heavier side. I don't know why. I think it just feels weird gifting a romance to your kids' teachers. I am currently reading The Everlasting, so that was an option. However, I'm pretty sure it's only in hardback and I like to do paperbacks. So we shall see. But yeah, we're going to vlog it. But we're heading into Bolton Town Centre, which if you are from here, is not the best. It's quite a small town centre, but I'm hoping I'll be able to find everything I need there. So yeah, let's go Christmas shopping. Well, that was absolute chaos. However, we did well. I didn't get as much filming done as I wanted to do because it was packed. And I didn't end up going to Bolton because the traffic was insane. So then I ended up going to Wigan and I was in a shopping arcade and I was very overstimulated. I find it really hard this time of year with shopping. I have ADHD. So there's a part of me that has to like physically see gifts in order to know what to buy. It like triggers me, but my gosh, do I hate it. But I did come home to loads of parcels. So I thought we'd do a quick flip through. I'm not going to show you what I got for the adults in case they stumble across this, but I'll show you everything else. So I have an Amazon box. This feels like a book and it's got UPS on it. So I think this is a pre-order from America. Oh my God, yes it is. Okay, so this is an archive romance by Ava Reid. They're not publishing this in the UK and I have no idea why. It's a companion novella to A Study in Drowning, which is one of my favourite books of all time. So I had to order this from Amazon America, but I'm so freaking excited to read it. I am so excited. So that's a present for me. This is also a present for me. This is actually something that got sent to me for me to talk about. I already have one of these, but this is like the upgraded version. I don't know if you can see on the back there, but it's basically a holder for your Kindle. I have like a round pink fluffy one and it's got like a tray in the middle to put your bits. But this one's a slightly different shape and it comes with a lid so that you can switch it out for your laptop if you need to rest your laptop on there. I am currently studying, so that's going to be super helpful. but you're going to have to come over to TikTok if you want to see me unbox all of this. I will put the link in the description below so you can go and check that out. It will also be linked in the video as a commissionable link in case you guys fall in love with it. Then I got these 2 big boxes. There's 2 of these, 1 each for my son and my daughter. These are those attachments that go on hoverboards. So my mom is getting the kids new hoverboards for Christmas. My son's had one before. He's brilliant on it. This will be my daughter's first one. But these are like the go-kart attachments so that you don't have to stand on them. So they've got 1 of those each. It's funny actually because the go-kart parts are from us and the hoverboards are from her. So we'll have to wait for her to come. And then these will be like extra presents later, which I think is quite a nice surprise. Not 100% sure what's in this package, but we'll have a look. Oh, these are some stocking fillers for my kids. So these are the Amos Tasty Sounds Audio Lollipops. For the last 12 months, I have seen these everywhere on my feed on TikTok. These are basically lollipops. They come with earplugs, but you don't need the earplugs. You turn them on, you put them in your mouth, and then they play music that only you can hear. I just thought it was a really fun gimmick. Great stocking fillers. Hopefully they work. On to what I bought while I was out and about today. I'll see if I can find the picture for these and insert them on the screen. If they're not there, it's because I couldn't find them, but I got some posters for the kids. So my daughter's been really wanting some posters for her room. She's getting to that age. And then I just ended up getting one for most of the kids. So with this one is a K-pop Demon Hunters Saja Boys one. She's obsessed with them. This is for my son. This is a Stranger Things one. He's obsessed with that. And then this one's for my niece and it's a Stitch one and she's obsessed with that. So they're perfect. I did try and get one for my nephew. He's a little bit less, I don't know, there's nothing that I could think of that he would love and want up on his wall. And I didn't want to end up getting the wrong thing just for the sake of it. So he didn't get a poster, but he'll be okay with that. He's got other stuff. Joe, if you are watching this, please scroll away now because I am going to show one of yours because I'm really proud of this one. So please don't spoil it for yourself. I'm trusting you. This is a game that I thought looked super interesting. It's called, I think it's pronounced Corridor. I don't understand quite what you're supposed to do, but it just says don't let yourself be fooled by the simplicity of Corridor's rules, as behind each game lies a new layer of strategy for you to discover. To reach the opposite side of the board, mastering the perfect balance between the 2 moves at your disposal is essential. Now, this looks like a really interesting strategy game, and he loves chess. And I already got him a beautiful chessboard last year, so I can't do that. But I thought this was like a really interesting game that we could maybe learn how to play together. So it's 2 gifts in one. It's a fun game and date night with me. I got the kids personalized photo frames. They've both got their names on them and then what their names mean. I got this little mini book notebook thing. This is for me. I really want to do a thing next year where I write down. This year I tried to do where I write my favorite quote, but I keep forgetting that. So I want to do the opening line of every book I read and then kind of do something with that content-wise at the end of the year. So this was like the perfect little size for that. Another kind of little filler gift, we've got this Grabolo game where basically I think you basically just dash these and you've got to find the matches. It's chaotic and that's for my son. Another thing I picked up for me, which is the Pocket Book of Dragons. This explores the myth, magic and meaning behind one of the most fabulous and fearsome beasts of legend. It's for me. I found it interesting. I wanted it. I got 2 decomposition notebooks. These are for my kids' teachers. These were the books that I ended up getting for the teacher's gifts. So we went with Glorious Exploits by Ferdia Lennon. I spoke about this, I think, in my early video where I was wrapping gifts and talking about books that I've read. But this was one of my favourite books of the year. It's a really unusual one. I don't know if they would have read it, so I picked that up. But whilst I was there, I also picked up the paperback edition of Blood Over Brighthaven with the sprayed edges. I have been looking for this everywhere ever since I saw it online and I couldn't find it. This is one of my favourite books of all time. It was my favourite read of 2024 and I really just wanted this paperback edition with the sprayed edges. I think I'm going to reread this next year and tab it and annotate it. And this will be the perfect edition to do that in. Some cute little hair clips for my daughter. You can never have too many hair clips. I got these 2 Elf on a Shelf marshmallow lollies. These are going to be left by our elf when he goes home on Christmas Eve. You already know I have 2 kids, but I also have 2 dog babies. So I've got an English Bulldog called Chester and a Wolfhound crossed with a Golden Retriever called Hallie. And these are their stocking fillers. We've got some balls and some rope toys. They cannot be left out on Christmas Day. I got chocolates for all 4 kids. So we've got unicorn coins for my girls and we have got poker chips for the boys. These are also those like magic cube things that change into loads of different shapes. So I actually got one for my son and one for my nephew. And I got some candy canes, mini candy canes to do an elf jail with Elf on the Shelf, just so that I can have a couple of days off. Is that terrible parenting? Who knows? The rest of the gifts are all adult gifts. So I've now done my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law. They've all got gifts. They are all sorted. I was hoping today would be like my final Christmas shopping. It was packed and I couldn't wait to get out of there. So I still have a few bits to pick up, but these are mostly like little stocking filler gifts. Super, super cute. Not a bad day, if I do say so myself. Thank you very much. I'm sorry the vlog wasn't better. It was just so chaotic. It was so chaotic that I couldn't just keep grabbing my camera out. And then at one point, my arms were so full that I thought they were going to drop off. But I will be back tomorrow for Bookmas Day 12. I don't 100% know what tomorrow's video is going to be yet. It's the weekend, which means it's really, really hard to film. And I've made the terrible choice of filming these and posting them on the same day. So tomorrow might be finishing off my 2025 reads. We shall have to wait and see.